My name is Mike McCoy. I'm originally from Los Angeles, California. Moved here from Springfield, Illinois. We moved here in early part of September of '09. We've lived here about 6 months now. The first thing that I've noticed or seen actually was a lady in period dress walking across in front of me. She stopped when I said hello. She stopped and looked at me and kept walking. The most severe thing that's happened was me and my wife and my children left and went back to Illinois for Christmas. And I had friends of mine staying down here. And they called me and said that my cat was in the kitchen and it was like 3 foot up off the ground. They said the cat was just suspended there in midair. So I don't know if it could have been somebody holding the cat or if they were trying to intentionally hurt the cat. I'm not sure.
My name's Stephanie Kachiri. I came to house sit over sort of a Christmas vacation while Mike and his family went away. And my boyfriend and I, we noticed some strange things starting right away. The weirdest thing that I saw happen was the cat was in the kitchen and he was making some kind of strange noises, almost like crying, sort of, running around weird. I don't really know exactly how to explain it, but it didn't look right. And then at one point, the front end of his body lifted off the floor as if something had picked it up. He didn't jump, his legs were limp, and he was crying at the time when it happened. Gave me goosebumps. It was just really weird. And then afterwards, like a minute later, he was totally normal again, just laying on the floor.
Where I've noticed the lady in, I call it period dress, from 1800s to the 1900s, I guess it's called the bell dress. I don't know how to explain it. I guess it's period dress. It's the bell thing. It's right in my front room, in between my front room and my kitchen. As you walk in there, there's like a doorway. She'll walk from I guess that would be the right-hand side, right to left, and my bedroom sits off to the edge there. And she'll walk, I guess it looks like she walks right into my bedroom. I don't know if she's walking in a door or the door that used to be there.
I also saw a dark shadow in the bedroom. I was sitting in the living room and I just happened to glance over and it was a shadow that was darker than the dark. The bedroom was totally pitch black. There were no lights on, but I could clearly see something move from next to the bed over across to where the wall is.
I was laying in my bed, in my bedroom. She says I just woke up, but I was already awake. My wife was in the front room. Something darted from my bedroom out to the front room. And I mean, I'm talking about it now. My hair's standing up on my arms. I mean, and I asked Darcy, did you see that? She goes, what?
We were sitting in the living room and we were listening to music. There's a cup on top of the TV and at one point it flew off of the TV and almost entirely into the living room. We tried turning up the bass to see if maybe that had knocked it off. We tried tapping it slightly just to see how it fell. Maybe it bounced, but it didn't. The only way we could recreate what happened was when my boyfriend actually swatted the cup off.
There's one other thing. I don't know if it's... My dog's in the middle of the night. I've got 3 dogs too. Every once in a while, one of my dogs will just... She'll like look up like this. I don't know how to explain it on camera, so I'm gonna have to say it. Like she'll be looking like this, and it's just all of a sudden it's like just for no reason she'll pop her head up. You know, I mean I don't hear anything outside or anything else, and it's just she'll look at one corner, and then she'll either look at one corner. So I mean, I'm not sure what that is. I don't know if that's she's seeing something or not. I mean.
I had also brought my dog with me while we were house sitting, and he did a lot of weird things while we were here. He would jump up out of a sound sleep just to bark at absolutely nothing, like in the kitchen. Usually he barked at the kitchen a lot. There wouldn't be any noise that I heard or anything like that. The cat wouldn't even be there, so he wasn't barking at the cat. He would wake up in the middle of the night growling and barking out of a sound sleep. That would be in the living room.
My girlfriend and I came here to host it for Mike a couple weeks ago for 2 weeks and started seeing strange things, hearing things, kind of like freaked me out a little bit at first, and like it seemed to like get worse as we stayed longer. Like it started out small and then got like with the dog. The dog would wake up in the middle of the night. He'd bark at stuff, growl, like at nothing. Like I'd wake up immediately just from him moving, and he'd just be staring like at nothing. Like
I've also heard voices in here. The other night I heard somebody say either Emmy or Emily. This has all happened like within the last, it started about a month and a half after we got here. And I've been seeing it more and more, gradually more and more as we still live here.
At one point in the middle of the night, I think it was like 2 or 3 a.m., I went to go to the bathroom, and I was just wearing boxers at the time, and it was pretty like warm. I wasn't cold at all. I went to go to the bathroom. I started getting goosebumps and shivers, and I actually breathed out slightly, and actually I could see my breath as if I was outside. And I got really cold and like really like goosebumps, and then it went away like within seconds after that.
I'd like to know what I'm dealing with. I mean, if they're not going to hurt anybody, it doesn't bother me them being here. But if they're going to harm somebody, I would like them out here. I mean, if they need to cross over, they need help crossing over, I'll be more than happy to help them cross over. I mean, I have no problem with that. I mean, it's just I want to make sure, I've got kids here and I want to make sure there's nothing that's going to harm my children.
Okay, this is Mike, Rob, and Greg. We're in the living room area at Mike's house. So what I'm going to do is when I get rolling here with the investigation, I just wanted to tag the audio so we know where we are on that. Greg?
Alright, first of all, I want to start off saying we're here to help. We understand that somebody is in this apartment. We understand that you're an interactive. We know you're here. There's no reason to fear us. If you have a message that you'd like to deliver, we're the ones that are going to do that for you. So you need to come forward and you need to speak with us. All we want to know is who you are and why you're here. There's plenty of things on this table right now. I have many tape recorders rolling right now. If you speak, we're going to hear you later on. There's a flashlight right here. I don't know how you guys work that, but I know you can turn them on and off. It's sitting right here. This one's standing up, the black one. If you can touch that light or do whatever you guys do to make that turn on so we can start communication cadence, I'd appreciate it. I'd like to run right now. We're all going to be quiet for about a minute, and I'd like to do a real-time EVP session with this analog deck that I have on right here. If any information you can give us, your name, why you're here, who you are, if you're male or female, would be appreciated. Come up and speak into this deck right here, this tape recorder. I'll be able to hear you in a minute. Please speak into here. Let me know who you are and why you're here.
Does that thing do that often?
No, it doesn't.
No. If that was you that just did that, can you light that thing back up for us that's sitting on top of the cup? Can you do that one more time? Okay. I'll get more into that detail when I can open that up. I'm going to start file number 2. This is the second file. Still same location in the living room. How you making out over there, Greg?
I'm good.
You're good?
I'm just changing my settings in here.
Okay, my name is Rob. You may see some people walking around here tonight. We got Greg. Greg is sitting right here next to me. Mike, you're probably familiar with Mike. He lives here. We got a couple people that's sitting on cameras. We got Jared over here in front of me. And we got Peter over there on the camera. Which I'm hearing something too over there. What is that?
That's just clicking.
No, over where Peter is. Yeah.
The cat's kind of laying on the floor behind him.
Coming from upstairs, or? Okay. Now, if there's anybody here other than us 5 that's sitting here right now, could you please come forward and state your name?
Can I ask this, guys?
What's that?
Could it be that it's afraid of you guys right now?
It's possible.
It
Yeah,
might
it's
want
possible.
me to,
It takes time.
It might want me to.
No, it takes time for them to trust us and believe in us.
Do you
and
think it would help if I talk to him first?
Go ahead.
You can absolutely talk to him, man.
Anytime.
These 4 gentlemen in here are with me. They're not here to hurt you. They're not here to harm you in any way. They would like to know
That was great.
your name. I mean, they're great gentlemen. Rob's a good guy over there. Greg's a good guy. Jared over there, he's pretty cool. Peter over here, he's okay except for the accent, but but I mean, they're all good, pretty good guys. I know none of them are here to hurt you or harm you in any sort of way. They just want to know why you're here. Are you, can I ask this, are you stuck here?
Mm-hmm.
Are you needing our help?
This flashlight right here on the table, can you come up and can you turn that flashlight on for me? That'd be a good form of communication. If you can turn it on for yes and leave it off for no, we can start to communicate. We just want to know who you are and why you're here. Is there anything else you can do? Can you knock on something, knock on a wall, rattle one of the cupboards? You have to understand that we're just here to help this family understand who is in this house. They don't fear you, they don't want to get rid of you, but we really need to know who you are, why you're here. We know you can speak. Come on in here, say something. Sit down, tell us your story. And I'm gonna take this recorder with me and I'm gonna go off into the kitchen here a little bit.
Okay.
Just to do a little in here. I know this is your area. I get the feeling that this is your area. Is there something in this kitchen that you feel you own? I'm putting this flashlight right here on the counter. If you can turn that flashlight on and we can start talking, communicating. Is there something in this kitchen that used to be yours? Maybe you brought it to a second-hand store and it was repurchased by this family somehow? Can you go near that flashlight for me right there? I'll back away from it. If you can go near that flashlight and turn it on, I'd appreciate it. I know you can do things because you picked that cat up. That's a pretty heavy cat, so I'm not afraid of you. Please come out. Don't be afraid of me. There's no reason to be afraid of me. Alright, I'm going to rewind this and see what you say. Say if you're male or female, whatever you can say. Okay, and I'm going to rewind it, I'm going to play it back, and I'm going to hear what you had to say. So don't be afraid. Come right up to me. The recorder that's in my hand is not going to hurt you. It's a tape recorder. Okay? When I count to 3, yell if you have to. Use my energy if you have to. Say your name into this recorder so I can tell who you are. 1, 2, 3.
I'm gonna go try sitting where my computer is usually at
Mm-hmm.
and see
If anything comes across.
if anything comes across, or like I said, I know they might be fearing
Step on
you. They might be fearing you guys right now. I mean,
Like I said, it takes a while. Greg and I,
Yeah, we sat up there for half
45
an hour.
minutes at least.
And then all of a sudden
actually,
everything started happening.
Yeah, and that was, keep in mind, the 45 minutes we sat there was at the end of the night. You know what I mean? We already investigated everywhere else we were getting stuff, just didn't realize we were getting anything.
Yeah, keep in mind all these cameras are running. There could be things moving around you and you don't even know it.
Right. Should be surprised.
Right, Jared?
Yep.
Yeah, Jared knows that.
I mean, because in the morning, I don't know if this might help. In the morning, it's quiet in here. It's peaceful. It's my only peaceful time I get because I have kids. You guys got kids, you know that.
Is there anybody else here with us tonight? I mean, we really, really want to know. This could be your only time, your only chance. I mean, you've probably been here for years and years and years, trying to talk to people, and it's got to be tough just to sit there and nobody's listening to you. But that's why we're here tonight. We're here to listen. So if you have something you need to say, no matter what it is, please do so now. Do whatever you got to do to get our attention. We're here for you. If you got to speak, please do so. You got to show yourself, please do so. You gotta knock something over. We got stuff here on the table. You can touch one of us. You do what you gotta do. But just
We're
let
not
us
going
know
to take
you're there.
offense at it. Whatever you can do, whatever you know how to do, just go ahead. Knock over the coffee, whatever you got to do.
Does that come from outside? No voice?
You heard that?
Yeah.
Like no, like no.
Yeah.
I kind of heard like that was me, by the way, reenacting what I thought I just heard.
I heard it too, but it
Over
came
there,
from,
it sounded like a click and a no, like no.
Yeah. I'm gonna
I
put
do
it
have a
back.
recorder rolling right
Yeah.
there on the table too, so.
Okay. But that is that cord lit up? The
You just
orange
got
cord?
some.
yeah, the orange card's
There we go.
There's also another device here that we're firing up. You can hear the words coming out of it. What it's doing right now is it's measuring the EMF in this room and temperature, whatever things it measures. So if there is somebody here that wants to communicate with us, you can use this device right here. So what we're going to do is we're going to let it just kind of simmer down. If you notice, the longer it sits here, the quieter it will get. So we're going to wait for it to get quiet. I don't know. Oh, you know what? Let's just move some
Is there
stuff.
something here? It shouldn't even be making
Well,
noise.
let's
right
see.
Minute. Stomach.
now. Stomach.
Sister.
Yeah, I shouldn't be making. I did this try to get it to warm up earlier, and
Can I stop you guys for a second?
yeah.
Me and Jared
Moon.
were talking about my sister downstairs in the stomach. You remember that, Jared?
Yeah.
Music.
Yeah, so this might even be actually something right now.
Man. Yes.
You're used
I
to.
don't think that it's using that box.
No.
Are you afraid of this equipment?
Yes.
Oh, he's getting all yeses on
Yeah, I'm not confident that
No,
we
not
made
yet.
that connection
it. No,
right now. It must be getting some kind of weird power through
could be.
the line or something. That was the cat, right?
That was
Yeah.
a cat hitting the dresser over here.
Okay.
Where'd that dresser come from, by the way, if you don't mind me asking?
Actually, it's not a dresser. It's an old sewing machine.
Really?
But it was used as a dresser. That came from my grandmother, which before she passed away. So that would have been back in. Man, you're making me think.
I don't need to know exactly. I
Right.
just
The mid '90s.
what did I
Right.
say?
Apple.
White apple.
Date. Assign. Mark.
We started talking about that dresser.
70.
I mean that.
Is that dresser? That's,
Roger.
Are you attached to that dresser?
Win.
the demon claws in my
Jump.
I'm sorry.
Hey, here it goes with
Sorry.
that Mark again. I've heard it say Mark 3
February.
Yeah,
times.
it's weird that it slowed down and then we started talking about that and it kicked back up again.
Right.
This.
Can you stop?
M. Notice.
Can you just make stop talking for a second if that's you?
Can you back away from that device with the lights on it just for a minute?
Husband.
Husband.
Move.
Does that sewing machine have something to do with you?
Sorry, my turn.
Here.
You're near?
Oh, I forgot.
Fist.
Fist. Are you mad at us?
Or.
Are you mad at the cat for going near that?
When.
Cat near.
Are you mad that that cat is near your sewing machine?
Idle.
Idle? Is that what it said?
I did forget to tell you guys that he does get a lot of bites. I forgot to tell you. A lot of bites.
House.
I became a scratching post.
Is that sewing machine yours?
Legend.
What?
Listen,
Legend.
legend.
That sewing machine right there that the cat's near, is that your sewing?
Legend.
Is that your sewing machine?
Guys, that dog never does that.
No, that dog's sounding pretty good.
That dog is howling. It never does.
I'm wondering if we
Barks.
chased it upstairs. I'm not fully confident that we made any kind of connection
No,
with
I'm
this
not at all.
right now, so.
Not
The
at all.
dog barks, but it never howls.
But now it's stopped.
That's just me.
Less.
Blessed. I didn't see. Who are you? What's your name? Cat making that noise.
You don't need to be afraid of us. Just come over here to this box, make this box speak. Can you tell us what your name is? Stretch. Can you tell us what your name is?
Dresser.
Dresser. We just called that a dresser too, didn't we? Drip.
Music.
What's your purpose being here? Why are you here? Sure, what to say right there. What's my name? Say somebody's name in this room so we know you're here.
Did I just hear a hello?
Did you say hello to us? Did you just hear I did? Did that come from there, or did it come from the room? It sounded like it came from the room that I did. You said hello, are you here with us right now?
Is there somebody here who would like to let your presence known? Let us know you're here. I don't think it's gonna be good standing there because of the hole.
A big hole in the ceiling here. Gonna be picking up a lot of upstairs noise.
We might want to go to one of these other rooms. You got your flashlight? I don't know what I did with mine.
The theory is that spiritual energy has an electromagnetic field that it carries with it, and the theory is that it's enough energy that if it passes through a close connection of battery and flashlight, then it could actually join the connection and make the flashlight come on. And we've had this happen in other places where we ask questions and we ask if it can walk toward this area or come toward this area where this light is. And when it does, the light comes on sometimes, just like that. And then we ask if we can back away from the light, if we can come away from the light and don't go near the light anymore, and the light will go off. And that's how we can establish communication sometimes. So if there is someone in this room right now with us, besides the two of us that are right here, and you're standing near that light, if you could come away from that light, if you could, maybe come closer to the sound of our voice, my voice over here. We'll see if we can get that light to turn off. My name is Jared, and I'm a friend. I'm not here to bother anyone. I'm not here to scare anyone away. We are friendly. If there is anyone in this room besides me and Mike, please make yourself known. If you could tell us in any way your name.
That was me, by the way, making a creaking sound.
Yeah, these floors are kind of creaky, so if you hear some tapping and creaking, most likely it's the floors, unless we make note of it.
You've been doing this for a while, right, Jared?
Yeah, Greg and I have been doing this for many years.
I don't want to say the other people. I don't watch them anymore after I've seen some of the stuff.
Yeah.
You know who I'm talking about.
Yeah.
The question I was going to ask, I'm trying to figure out exactly how to put it. They don't always sit there and ask questions. Do they interact when you're not asking questions? Like
A lot of times EVPs come up when we least expect it. When we're playing back a tape and we're listening to, say, a session right now where we're just talking amongst ourselves, not necessarily trying to capture EVPs at that very moment, that's a lot of times when things come up in the background, when we go, when we played back. Did you hear that? You know,
Yeah,
you know,
I heard that over your shoulder too, and I
Yeah.
seen a light, and I was trying to see if it was a car or not
Yeah.
coming through that window or not.
Yeah. So a lot of times it can happen when we're not really asking for it to happen or anticipating it. But you know, that's see, that's why a lot of these shows that are on, I kind of discredit, because it's just too convenient where somebody asks a question and then everybody hears something. Hey, did you hear that? You know, it's very, very rare that something like that happens right on cue when you want it to. And if it does, you're lucky if it's legitimate. But for it to happen all the time like that on some of these shows, it just, to me, I get a little skeptical. But we've been in many investigations where nothing happens, nothing at all. Especially while we're interacting right now, we don't hear anything at the very live moment. Sometimes when we play back, we may hear a few sounds here and there, but we've had investigations where nothing has happened. And
I'm
it
sorry.
does.
I'm seeing lights. I was gonna let you know there's a car just went by. I'd seen lights
Yeah.
coming through, and I wasn't sure if it was a car or not.
Yeah, we got a lot of windows in this apartment that
Are not covered.
lighting, so. Once again, my name is Jared, and that person in the corner there holding that device, which is a recorder, a video recorder that records pictures, moving pictures. His name is Mike, and he's friendly, and I'm friendly. We're not here to bother anyone or upset anyone. We know that there's someone in this room, or at least in this house, or in this area. Mike has seen someone here, maybe it's you, and if it is, we just want to make contact with you. If you could just come up to one of us, whisper in our ear, or scream if you have to, let us hear you. We want to know if there's something you want to tell us.
I don't know if you guys, you're upset. I keep saying guys because I don't know, for some reason I get this feeling there's more than one. Does that make any sense to you?
Sure, if that's what you feel.
I mean, I didn't bring him in here to upset you in any way. I didn't bring him in here. Did you just kneel down?
Yeah. Yeah, I disappeared.
I didn't bring him in here to upset you, to harm you, to hurt you. I brought him in here to help. I mean, you need help. If you need help, let us know. If you need help, I don't know how to put this, saying this. You need help crossing over. I don't know if you're, can I say this?
You say what you want.
Okay, I don't know if you know you're alive or if you passed away, went on to a different realm. I mean, that's why I brought him in here, so they could help, so we could figure out what we need to do to help you. Did you just hear that?
Yeah, just for the record, I thought I just heard some random words. Couldn't make out what it was, but it was very faint. We'll have to note that on the tape, and we'll play that back and see what we get.
And it's that 1740 is when it happened.
Yeah, almost like a woman's voice or something, but it didn't sound like it came from upstairs. Was that you trying to contact us? Can you say it again, whatever you just said?
That's coming from outside.
Outside, yeah. I don't know if that's us, our guys, or if it's just somebody out the street, but there's...
I'll find out real quick.
Yeah.
Is there somebody right outside the empty front apartment? What did he say?
Hey, just say what he said. I don't know. I was going to tell you, though,
Don't ask him?
yeah, because they could be in the middle of an EVP session over there or something.
Okay.
And,
Because I want to know if it was one of them, because it almost sounded like Rob.
what do you say?
Negative, it wasn't nobody. Because it sounded like Rob to me. There is somebody out there? Yeah, Rob, because I was asking that, because it sounded like you were right outside the door. That's what I was wondering. I thought I heard your voice. Sorry about that. I mean, it sounded just like him. That's why I wanted to know if it was him.
It's all right.
I mean, I didn't mean to do that, but it sounded identical to him.
All right, let's try this one. It was already on the fritz. All right, let's see here.
Well, listen, you can do some VVP work if you want to.
All right, I'm just gonna set this on this chair here with the recorder. If I can turn it back to your recorder over. Excuse me. But like I said, you know, if we're talking right now and then we play tapes back later and you hear a voice in between us, that's very credible because we're not asking for it. We're not trying to prompt anything, and you know that it's not something that we're setting up. You know, you're trying real hard to hear something, so any slightest little creak or bump, or everybody jumps and listens. And, you know, it could be just simple things as the house settling and stuff like that.
I feel that you need help. I mean, you wouldn't be showing yourself to me. You wouldn't be talking to me if you didn't need help. You've said either M or Emily in my ear when I was in my apartment. Is your name Emily or M? Or are you looking for Emily or M? Was that your wife? Was it your girlfriend? I don't know if they had girlfriends back then. your
lady friend.
Your lady friend. Was it your daughter?
It's me stepping in coffee.
Was it your sister? Was it related to you in somehow, some way?
Not getting any kind of awkward sensations or anything.
I ain't either. Just stuck in those one voices we were hearing.
Yeah, I have a feeling that might have been someone outside though. Someone probably walking by. But I'm just wondering if where your bedroom lies just happens to be where a residual spirit has always passed, whether your house was there or not, and it just happened to pass through.
What can I ask what you mean by that? I mean,
well, what I mean is,
even though back 100 years ago when this house wasn't here,
right?
Somebody might have passed away, or
there's two types of spiritual or paranormal activity. One is an interactive, which generally it either speaks to you or reacts to you, or you can speak or react with it and it alters its path depending on what you're doing or what you're saying. That's an interactive where you can actually alter what it's doing and it's altering what you're doing. But then there's what's called a residual, or it's like a repetitious pattern. Whereas, let's say, I mean, it could be this house, or it could be a house that was here before, or a house nearby. You could have somebody that maybe passed away in the house that is sort of in denial. They don't really, either they don't know that they're dead, or they don't want to know that they're dead. They want to act like they don't know it. They're in denial. They're denying that they're dead. And what they do is they just do what they normally did every day. They woke up, went down, get the paper, and sat down and smoked a pipe and watched the news, or looked outside and watched the birds, or whatever they did. They're doing this every day, as if they were just living their normal lives in their house.
Hey, Jared.
Yeah.
Can I stop you?
Yeah, sure.
We were at 10 minutes and now the battery's dead.
Oh, okay. It probably just jumped. Sorry, you can stop that.
I don't know how to stop it on yours.
Just hit the button here.
We stayed over there. We were sitting down in one of the empty bedrooms in the back. The key to nothing, unless you held it literally to like the fire alarm.
Mm-hmm. You wasn't getting responses, in other words?
No, not at all. Is that just this table? Yeah. Just whatever's running underneath.
Down in the basement, there's a lot of heavy wiring.
yeah.
All the boxes are right along that wall.
I just want to put this somewhere where it's not going to be blinking the whole time. But we can see it. It's kind of hard. Ha!
There we go.
Alright. The mode.
Dictionary code right.
Thank you.
Monument. Or. Corridor.
Does it say candle?
Candle, yeah.
Yeah, there's a candle.
Late.
I suppose if it keeps talking, it's going to say all the words in the room.
Eventually, yes.
Alright.
Idle.
Let me shut it off.
Cut.
Is there a different mode you can put it on? Spirit?
I tried yes and no mode, and it just kept saying yes, 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 yeah. I didn't feel that we
Where
made
did
a
you
connection
have-
with it.
Where did you have it? Did you have it here on the desk?
No, we had it on the table. I didn't try phonetic mode.
What is phonetic mode?
That's just pieces of sounds.
Okay, EVP session in the living room. Peter, Stephanie, Chris, and Darcy. Is there anybody here who'd like to speak to us tonight? There's somebody here. Here's your chance to have... Ooh, if you have something to say, you can say it now. We're not here to hurt you or bother you. Is there anything that's bothering you? You obviously want to be seen. Everybody here has seen you. Everybody who lives here. Do you not like cats? Or dogs? Is there a woman here? If there is, can you tell us your name, please? We'd like to help you.
I'd just like to know if you're happy with the people who are in the house, or are you upset? We're just here just to get answers and to help if we can.
The K2's going off.
Pinned off.
Oh. As soon as I touched it, it went.
If you can tell us your name or names. Is there a special place or a special room in this apartment that means a lot to you? If so, can you let us know?
Yell as loud as you can so that we can hear you. Right here into this little box. Or this one. And what that does is it'll take your voice and store it in the box, and we'll be able to hear it later. It's a recorder.
Do you like how the place looks? Or is something displeasing you about the way it looks? It passed. But for like a couple of seconds I got extremely dizzy.
Actually,
Well, it's high over here.
it's high on the couch.
Yeah, because of the couch springs. It's coming up through the floor, and it's the couch springs are kind of relaying it, you know. Are you checking up on something? Did you hear something?
I didn't, he just asked me if there was somebody else out of the empty apartment. I just took a walk over and looked, and there was nobody there.
Alright, I got you.
Yeah, Rob, because when I was asking it, it sounded like you were right outside the door, that's what I was wondering. I thought I heard your voice.
No, I'm in the bus.
I was trying to figure out which one I came with. It's all these recorders and things.
I noticed it's pinning, just walking around the house with it.
They have a real lot of electrical cords. I noticed a lot of electrical outlets. The cat just walked by and the Ovilus went off.
The Ovilus said something.
If there is somebody here, we really would like to find out why you are here.
Did you hear that?
If that was you, can you make a noise again? Make a noise for us. Move something. Show yourself. We're waiting.
If you're worried about talking into one of these recorders or the lights scare you, why don't you touch one of us or whisper in our ear or pull on our clothing or find something that doesn't scare you. Maybe there's some way we can communicate just so we know you're here.
Is there a reason why you bother the cat?
Mike was sitting over there at his computer about 5 o'clock in the morning. He said he heard a man's voice say Emmy or Emily.
Is there an Emily here?
Was there someone who used to live here named Emily?
How did your lightheadedness feel, Peter? When you were sitting on the couch?
Fine one moment, next moment I was dizzy as could be. All of a sudden within the space of it,
Almost like a squeezing
10
feeling?
seconds. No, not a squeezing, just
I don't know how to explain it.
just felt more like almost like nausea almost. It was just like pressure rather than, yeah, I suppose squeezing, pressure, same deal. But all of a sudden my vision started going and I just, yeah, felt nauseous almost. But it didn't last long and then it cleared up. Do the dogs bother you? Do you not like dogs?
What was that?
I don't know, was that you?
No, that wasn't me.
No.
It was like over here.
There was no one.
It was
The
like a
cat's
pop.
over here at my
It was
feet
like a pop sound.
at the table.
It almost sounded like that doorknob turning. Can you take that for a second?
Yeah.
This is what I think what it sounded like. Like the springs in the handle almost.
Yeah, it was like a pop.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm hearing it in here.
Did you just hear it again?
Yeah. Like a tink in there.
There's a noise
Yeah.
from the heater going.
That's what I'm thinking it might be.
Bing, bing.
We're not connected,
it
so we
wasn't.
can.
There,
It
I
wasn't
was
loud,
hearing
though.
that. I was hearing that over here. But that
But it was louder.
that came from yeah, it
We
came
can
from over
untether
here.
this.
Because I was over here before and I could hear it all the time.
Go check out the heater in the bathroom. See if it's on and if it's turning on. That might be it.
It didn't sound that far away.
Get like dizzy feelings in it?
Oh, these are thermostat controlled baseboards. So these
Okay.
will turn on and off.
Are they turning on though?
They're on now.
They're on.
So
Okay, so that might have been them turning on then.
But I mean, before I heard them clinking like they were, you know, they had turned off and they were cooling down. but now they've gone back on again. Just out of curiosity, was this closet closed before?
You should have seen his face.
Oh, I wish I had the camera in there.
I was like, whoa! No, I'm just wondering if the closet was closed because it's open now. Okay.
Yeah, we don't have a camera on this either.
I wonder if it was that. No, you would have heard that.
Yeah, you would have heard that. But still, I mean, you know, if anything, that was just a noise. It's not really significant enough for us to say that it was any kind of contact. Whatever it is in this place is eluding. It's not making contact through any of the instrumentation that we know of. We could have EVP. You know, it's not making the animals react. It's not moving anything that we know of. Again, it could be moving something in the dark that we can't see that the DVR picked up.
The only strange thing that so far in here that he got very dizzy, I got very dizzy, and I asked her when you guys were playing with the cat over there. No, I'd asked her, I said, does that ever happen before? And she said every once in a while they start getting very dizzy, and same thing that we both described. Oh, that doesn't really give off much, huh? I wasn't even realizing I was that close. Sorry. That was expensive.
$10.
Oh, thank God.
So far, I'm not getting anything on the equipment, you know. No.
That was me knocking, sorry guys.
My thing is like wax, you know what I mean? They use a lot of candles and ritual stuff.
I don't know how long ago. Man's about to split his tonight.
Can't really.
Too
Oh my
close.
goodness. There's tons and tons of names on there. You can't see it with your eyes.
You can't?
Yeah, it's like reflective paint.
Let me stand behind you for a minute.
Okay,
Wow, what the hell? My God.
Alright, this is Rob, Greg, Mike, Steph. We're in the basement. We're in the little room to the back. Just found a door. It's got some possible satanic stuff on it. Let me sit down this recorder here. There's that flashlight stuff.
What did I miss?
It just ate the tape.
Once again,
Yeah, like this wheel stopping.
Is it?
Cheap tape, maybe?
Could be.
Damn.
yep.
Oh yeah, look at this, man.
If we want
Tell me you heard that all the way in there.
we got to hear it all the way in China.
Wow. I guess we'll never know him.
Why do you think I'd stand out here,
yeah.
guys?
Yeah. Oh my God. Oh,
Sorry, dude.
Yeah, that's the end of that one.
Brand new, man.
Yeah. More.
You may go
Can
upstairs
you
and
roll
get
it back
going.
in?
Brand new. I think that's it for tapes that he brought.
Yep, that's it.
Snapped.
But I'm rolling anyway. We can do real time.
All right.
Man.
Yeah, go ahead, man. Just the analog's
why would it do
different,
that?
you know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Why would I do that?
The other
Does it
two
do that
worked
often?
fine. This one just ate.
It's just this
If there's anybody down here, come over here and touch one of these objects. That flashlight, if you touch it, it'll turn on. We get this other meter right here. It's a K2 meter with the green light. Don't be afraid of it. It's not going to hurt you. If you come near it, the lights will light up.
Okay, my name's Rob. We know you're here, so there's no big deal. Don't hide from us. We're not here to cause you any harm in any way. What I want to know is, I want to know your name. We're trying all night here to get your name. We want to know whether you're male or female. So what I'm holding here in my right hand is a little voice recorder. You may not be familiar with this.
I just got a K2 hit. Sorry.
Did you?
Yep.
There we go.
And flashlight.
I'm feeling a little uncomfortable behind me, sorry.
Well,
If that was you to turn that flashlight on.
Yeah. Make sure you
That
get
was,
this
it was odd.
Steph, put your back against that wall over here if you're feeling uncomfortable. And
I thought that was you. Just turn that flashlight on.
Nah, man. I got a K2 hit, and as soon as I announced it, the flashlight came on.
okay,
You need to turn that flashlight back off so we can communicate here. Either back away with it from it, or do the opposite of what you just did to turn that flashlight on. There's nothing down here. This shouldn't have gone
over
off
there there
right
isn't
here.
there, but right where we are there isn't. That's why I picked
You can
it.
turn that
Okay.
flashlight back off. Go ahead. Mess with it. Turn it on and off a couple of times. Get used to it. You see it working with it.
Yeah. Count of 3. Shut that light off so you can prove to us that you're here. You ready? 1, 2, 3.
I'm not getting anything on this meter either.
No. Okay, what you did earlier, you blinked this meter in Greg's hand. Can you do it again? I'm willing to bet you probably can't, but you know, if you want to show us that you're here, you would do it again, right? So come on over. Touch this meter right in Greg's hand and see if you can make them lights light up.
Are you rolling?
Yeah.
You want to rewind that and see if you got an EVP at the same time as all that happened?
Yeah, it's gonna be a long one though.
It seems like it turned on.
We know you're here, so there's no big deal. Don't hide from us. We're not here to cause you any harm in any way. We're here.
Alright, I'm gonna reset this flashlight because I'm tired of seeing it.
Yeah, man. I got a K2 hit, and as soon as I announced that the flashlight came on. Okay, you need to turn that flashlight back off so we can communicate here.
It was just really strange that it went bam bam like that, you know?
Right.
Anything on this meter, Okay, what you did, earlier, you blinked this meter in Greg's hand.
But still, even though that shows me that there's contact,
I bet you probably can't,
but I need communication. I need more verification than what just happened.
Could it be scared?
It's possible, but I doubt it.
You could be scared or just weak or toying with us, or it could be coincidence. That's what we gotta kind of distinguish what's what here. I'm gonna start another thing here.
I've got mine rolling still over here.
Okay. Okay, if there's anybody here, we're trying our hardest to reach out to you and communicate. You must have been here for a long time by yourself with nobody listening to you. I've said this before. That's got to be terrible. Nobody listening to you. So we're here ready to listen. So what you need to do is show us you're here. You got to do something down here. Do something. Knock something over. Make a noise. Touch one of us. Do whatever you got to do.
I'm just gonna sit here in the dark by myself.
Well, let me get over
Go ahead, go do your. No, just do what you were doing, man.
Can you prove to us that you're here? Greg's got in his hand in the other room. You can walk right up to Greg. See them little green lights? You touch that what's in his hand right now, and you can make those lights light up. Is there any way you can prove to us right now? I know you can do something, because I mean you lifted a cat right up off the ground, so you got a little bit of power. Is there any way you can show us that you're here? Prove to us.
Come right up here and touch this box. It's in my hand. If you touch this box, all those lights will light up. That'll let me know that you're here. I got a hit. K2. Just gotta, 2, 3.
Are you here with us
Come
right
here,
now?
come and do that again. Get closer. The closer you come, the more lights will light up. Let me see how many lights you can make light up on this thing. Just come closer to me. Don't be afraid of it. It's not gonna hurt you.
Okay guys, I'm gonna be doing some flashing here. I mean taking pictures anyway. Okay, can I take your picture? Would you mind if I took your picture here so we can see you? I got the camera aiming straight out in front of me. I'm gonna take a picture. You ready? There we go.
Wow.
It's like welding flesh.
Oh, you got it with you? Okay.
You know what? You guys, not for nothing, but I really want to do this room.
What room?
You
Look
guys-
straight
that's
ahead.
the feeling I've had, a bad feeling in that room.
This room is the one that I originally said that I really wanted to do.
See this other little room?
Is there anybody down here with us? Give me your name. Holy crap.
That's it.
I stayed for a long time.
Yeah.
Is that normal?
Well, it was doing that upstairs too, Greg.
What's your name? If there's somebody down here, say one of our names so that we know you're here.
What's your name? Come on, we want to know. If you want us to leave, all you gotta do is give us your name. I'm gonna say Fiona. I want to kind of go back out there one floor. Just cramped.
I'll walk past out here for you guys.
Got the enough right here.
Oh, sorry, watch the door open.
Okay, I'm coming down through. I think. Just found my flashlight here.
When you guys were going through the box, it sounded like evil.
Who?
It sounded like it said evil.
When I was in the other room, what I got out of the ghost box, we would have to replay it through the camcorder, but I got go to the bikes or follow me to the bikes or whatever, and we're here. Why, I don't know. I don't know if it's just playing games with us or if it was just random nonsense, gibberish. But I'm not seeing anything down here. I'm not,
No, it's not, doesn't want to talk to us.
and here's your door, like right here. Your front door.
The bedroom would be right here, though, wouldn't it?
Nah. That's not enough. This is the size of your living room?
Okay, I see what
You
you're
know what I'm
saying.
saying?
My bedroom's right here.
Yeah. This is probably your door right here, and then you got your bedroom probably starts like right here. But I mean, this is what you're sitting on your couch.
Right.
All leaking EMF.
I don't know, I think I got a yes on here, I'm not sure.
Yeah?
Not sure.
Why don't we go upstairs and get warm, guys?
Yeah.
Listen.
Are you in here with us right now? Speaking to this red light.
Right there. Right there.
I heard it twice.
Yeah.
It said yes.
Are you in here with us right now? Speaking to this red light.
Right there.
Yes.